Hey, what's up, guys? So, I wanted to make this video to talk to you about something that is very personal to me, but more importantly, something that I think needs to be spoken about much, much more often, and specifically in the ways that I'm going to discuss. And that is mental health and people seeking out help when they're in need of it, for whatever reason. And the reason I say this is personal is because some of you know me from other videos going back years. Some of you probably have no clue who I am. Regardless of which category you fall into, I'm someone who's very open about what I deal with, what I've gone through, and my experiences in life. I have suffered from mental health issues for as long as I can remember. Most of it comes from childhood trauma, serious trauma that happens not only to me, but most people. It's the childhood trauma that stays with them, that causes a lot of these issues that we deal with later in life. In my particular case, I had many reasons in addition to that. Things happened. Things went bad. Circumstances occurred where, for whatever reason, my mind wasn't able to accept what was happening. It was too much to believe that this is real. This is what the fuck my life is. And your mind creates some kind of self-defense mechanism. And sometimes that could lead to things like depression, things like feeling suicidal, or even psychosis and rage and anger. So whatever it is, and I didn't want to talk about myself too much in this. The only reason I mention that again is because a lot of people who may have need to ask or seek out help from others don't do so because they think there's something wrong with it. They may feel shame for needing help in the first place. I was conflicted even about this topic because I don't like psych meds. I was put in a position when I was younger, during incarceration, to be forced to take things. And when I stopped taking them abruptly, in that case as a result of me escaping from this place, I had no idea what the result was going to be of me stopping those medications. Now, in that case, I was basically being tranquilized. So it wasn't a fair assessment of these type medications. Moving forward in life, I've come across many different people and circumstances where I've seen these medicines help people. Myself now, in this most recent incident that I've had, this run-in with the law, part of my condition for being released, for me to get out of jail, because they were saying I'm too dangerous to be released. The judge said he thinks I'm going to kill somebody if I let you go. Part of my condition was that I had to undergo a psychiatric evaluation. Okay, it was a very extensive one. It was a long process. It wasn't something that happened in one day. This was an 8-week thing that I went through, and I benefited a lot from it. I benefited just from this being the first time that I've ever actually spoken about many things. There's so many things I've never even mentioned, I've never discussed, no one's ever heard, that have happened to me, or things that I know, or things that I went through. And just by talking to this man about these things, I felt benefit in some way, getting his feedback, getting someone's perspective outside of my own, someone who's not involved with me emotionally, someone who's not involved with me personally in any way, someone who's a professional, who's trained for these type things, to hear things from me. The guy just asked me whatever questions he wanted, I answered. And the feedback that he gave me were things that were different than I'd ever thought. In some cases, I think it was a way for me to just be more open-minded and consider different options that I hadn't in the past. But in other ways, it made me realize things about my own self and my own life, my own mental well-being that I wasn't even aware of. You know, the way this guy made it sound, I should be a fucking monster and unstable and not able to even function in life. So I'm not saying it's something that is good 100% of the time in every single circumstance. There's good and there's bad. I don't look at myself as a victim. I don't agree with some of the things the guy said. And I don't believe that anything should hold someone back to that point where they can't function. I've overcome, and I'm still to this day in going through difficult things, but still, I'm getting through it. I'm overcoming it. I'm enduring. Okay? I'm a person who suffered from suicidal tendencies and thoughts for a long time. I have harmed myself, self-harm. I have cut myself so many times and badly. And this is not something that I even thought about until I had to speak about it or chose to speak about it with this professional. You know, for me, this is just what the fuck my life was. This is what it was. I didn't care why. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't tell anybody. Nobody knew these things about me. But this was my life. And it's fucked up. And there are reasons for it. And even though I am mostly aware of why I am the way I am, I'm still not able to get over certain things. Up until a few years ago, before I got sick and my health took a turn for the worse, there was some incident that happened that some of you probably remember, with some rabies vaccines when I was attacked by my dog, and my health declined to the point where I was on my deathbed after that. This went on for years. So much bad came from that. But prior to that, I'd never had a panic attack in my life. I'd never had anything happen to me where I wasn't able to just accept that this is a physical thing, this is a mental thing I'm stressed about, I could be concerned about, I'm facing life in prison or I'm about to die. I can handle things like that. That's real to me. But when something's happening to me physically and I feel like I'm out of control, I'm having a heart attack, I start hyperventilating. And in my mind, I'm able to understand that this shouldn't be happening, that I'm okay, that if I just calm myself, things will be all right. I'm not able to solve that problem on my own. I've tried for years, and I don't know what caused it, but this kind of thing still happens to me now. A lot of it is stress related, but it's just an example I'm giving you. I'm only sharing personal things because I want you guys to know, whomever it is out there that may benefit from hearing this, whatever the issue is, if you're depressed, if you're anxious, if you're unable to sleep, if you feel lonely, if whatever it is, if you feel like hurting yourself, hurting others, or if please look at me as the example for this. Forget about everything else. My videos, I talk about prison shit, tough guy bullshit people look to me as. This is just one person to the rest. I need help. I'm fucked up in a lot of ways, and I sought out help. Even though it was because of courts, I may have been forced to, but I benefited from it. And now I see the value of it. I see the value, and I think that it's important that we discuss things like this. And I just want to make sure that to any of you out there, if you may be one of the people who need to talk to someone, maybe it's a situation where you need medication. Maybe it's something like with these panic attacks like me, I'm considering taking medication. I'm not taking anything for it now, but if I take a pill like a Xanax or something, it would stop it. Maybe it's something for anxiety or depression where there's a pill you could take that will calm those things. Maybe it's just the therapeutic part of it, where verbalizing it and talking about it will help calm you, will make those nightmares stop. Whatever it is, guys, I've gone on long enough about this. I hope you guys get the point of this video. Please, I can't personally do as much as I used to with interacting with people like I'd like to, but listen, even with that, if it's something where if I can help you, reach out to me in some way. Leave a comment or email me. So many of you reach out anyway. I can't promise that I'll do anything. I'll do my best if there's anything I can do for you. But please, guys, seek out some help. Consider what I've said here, and don't ever make anyone else feel bad if they're going through some mental, emotional things, and you yourselves as well. There's nothing weak about it, all right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you.